I bought the company that fired me. Now my old boss has to ask me for permission to keep his job. 3 years ago, I worked at a small auto parts warehouse making $18 an hour. It wasn't glamorous, but I showed up early, stayed late, and fixed problems no one else wanted to touch. My boss, Rick, hated that. Rick was the kind of manager who thought leadership meant yelling. "You're not paid to think," he'd snap whenever I suggested improvements. But somehow, when my ideas saved the company money, Rick would present them in meetings like they were his. The final straw came during inventory season. The warehouse system kept crashing, losing thousands in orders. I spent my own time building a simple tracking spreadsheet that fixed the issue. Rick called me into his office the next morning. "This your file?" he asked, holding the printout. "Yeah, it fixes the inventory lag." Rick leaned back in his chair. "You trying to make me look bad?" "What? No, I'm trying to help," he smirked. "Well, congratulations, you helped yourself out of a job." Just like that, I was fired for disrupting management structure. No warning, no severance, just a cardboard box and security walking me out while my coworkers stared at the floor. For a while, I was angry. Then I got busy. I took a contract job fixing inventory systems for small warehouses. Turns out the problem I solved for Rick's company was everywhere. Within a year, I had more clients than I could handle. 2 years later, I had a small consulting company and a couple employees. Then one night, my accountant sent me a link. Rick's company was in trouble. Bad management, lost clients, and a mountain of debt. The owner was quietly looking for buyers before bankruptcy hit. The asking price? $850,000. A few years earlier, that number would have been impossible. Now it was a business investment. I made an offer through a broker and kept my name out of it. Cash deal, quick close. 2 weeks later, the sale went through. The first time Rick heard my name again was during the staff meeting when the new ownership was announced. I walked into the warehouse floor where I'd once been escorted out. Same fluorescent lights, same metal shelves, same stunned silence from the workers. Rick looked like he'd seen a ghost. "What are you doing here?" he asked. I smiled. "I'm the new owner." The room went dead quiet. Rick started laughing nervously. "Very funny. Seriously, why are you here?" I slid the purchase documents across the table. His smile disappeared. "You can't be serious." "Oh, I am." For the first time in my life, Rick didn't have anything to say. Finally, he cleared his throat. "So, what happens now?" I thought about the day he fired me. The smirk, the security escort, the way he told me I wasn't paid to think. Then I leaned forward. "Now," I said calmly, "we talk about whether you're qualified to keep your position." Rick's face turned pale. I have years of experience running this place." "Yeah," I nodded. "I've seen the numbers." The room was silent except for the buzzing lights above us. Rick swallowed hard. "Please tell me you're not doing this out of revenge." I stood up. "No," I said. "Revenge would have been letting the company go bankrupt." Then I paused at the door. "But just so we're clear, the guy you said wasn't paid to think? I own the building now." Rick's been very polite ever since.